And, you know, a lot of people who hate Steve are always going to point at it and go, oh, we got better because of Steve. But no, he got genuinely better at the game itself. He took the time, he went to tournaments, he labbed out matchups, he asked questions, he did all the things you need to do better as a competitor. So rooting against people because of their character when they're actually working hard to do well, I think that's disingenuous and not fair to them, and it's frustrating, especially when like the community is all like everybody's friends, right?
Yeah.
That's why we need a villain.
Yeah, you gotta have a villain.
Villain's a good thing. Like, people are just gonna get mad because that combo did 86 or whatever.
Smash Ultimate hasn't really had a villain. Like, the closest I can even think of is like maybe Earl in the very early days, where he would just kind of wipe everybody.
That's not a villain though. That's just
not really a
winning.
villain. But like
winning doesn't make
Smash
you a villain.
4 Chicago had a lot of villains.
Yeah, Green Beast was absolutely villain mentality. It was my favorite thing. JJ was JJ was
like JJ and Green Beast together.
Oh, together that was the best rivalry we've ever had in Illinois. Truly, it was must-see TV. But it was also during a period in time where like production was a little different than it was just a camera staring at a blank wall. Before we had Sage.
I mean, we had Sage, but like, oh, you mean like way in the back?
I'm talking like way back, like Ganon Cannon days.
Ganon. That's Dan, right? Or Chevy?
No, that was, oh god, what was his name?
JT Dunks?
No, I'll remember it in a minute.
So many. Let's Google it.
Gevlin? That sounds right. Got hit by it. I don't remember who did it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not important.
Oh, we got a Bullet Seed. Tugo?
I think Tugo was part of that set. But like these are names from the lore of the olden days.
Yeah,
that was
like
9 years ago, dude. Like that, they were so long ago that it's how we thought about Brawl when Ultimate came out.
Yeah. And even like before Ned was in the scene.
Yeah, it was. It predates Ned, predates all of like the top players now. Everyone who was good then was completely different. Akiro, Shell, Green Beast, JJ. But the point is, we had villains, right?
Yeah.
No one on screen right now is a villain. Ned's been like way too important to Chicago to ever be a villain.
Yeah,
like he could just make rage content on stream all he wants forever if he wants to, and it doesn't matter because Chicago's still going to support him always. That's just how it's going to go.
But Ned right now trying to maybe trying to get this tournament done before midnight.
As a TO, I am always, you know the rules.
We're both in there. We were both absolutely just like, oh, it's perfect time for us to just leave.
Ned trying to do a little too much there. He wanted the Nair up B, I think, was what he was looking for, way off stage. Frame 2 jab with Squirtle, the get me out of here move. The I have spaced wrong and made a mistake option.
Yeah, and honestly, like I think a lot of people forget that. Like, I mean, it's been a while since Ned. I mean, because Ned switched over to Sephiroth and Cloud and stuff. But
there it is.
Yep, the clean combo.
The Nair up B.
But Ned was like first known for his Squirtle. Like, that was his boy back in the day.
He's still Ned PT.
He's still Ned PT.
That's why I quit Pokemon Trainer.
Yep.
Because I wanted to be the Squirtle, and our #1 in Illinois was. I was never going to get to that level, so I just play a different character.
Well, because Ned, like, you know, even in the Smash 4 days, he's always liked having characters with lots of mobility. It's always been his thing. And Squirtle is the most slippery character in, like, basically the game.
That's not true at all. But
well, he's slippery, literally.
Well, so is Greninja. I would go with Greninja.
Greninja would actually be more slippery, you're right. He's small, though.
Yeah, no, I get why. Believe me, I play the character. I completely get it.
By the way, it was JT Wild. And Tugo were the people who did the Ganon Cannon.
JT Wild.
That's who it was. And E2C11.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, E2C.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about those days, though. that was a different time.
Different era.
Different era.
Chicago was still thriving too.
Let's just say nowadays Chicago gets along.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, gets the down B.
All right,
gets the Nair. Up B. Oh, he couldn't get the up B, but
he'll be fine.
No, he will not be fine. He went just too low there.
Too low.
And he knew it. He's like, it feels like he's testing what he's capable of doing against Steve, what's going with all these offstage options, which I find interesting.
I mean, also don't forget that, like, what is it, DD is, like, basically undefeated against Steve with his Pokemon trainer. Wait, is DD the person who switched over to?
Oh, yes, Quandale
Quandale
Dinglington.
Dingleton? Best tag.
He's done very well against Steve. The theory is that PT beats Steve better than most characters.
Right.
Both characters have options in the matchup. I'll just say that. Like,
right.
Steve has like 2 or 3 losing matchups. PT's one of them. Shulk's one of them. I think Zero Suit is one of them. And Joker. So it's like 4. I think everything else is just like stone even or winning.
Oh, Quandale is D-Dog. DD is a different, is the Steve PT who goes most goes PT. Thanks,
no, they're both Steves, I believe.
No, but I'm saying like it wasn't D-Dog, it was D-Dog, whatever.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Don't worry about it.
It's late.
Match at hand.
Steve said the best name. That's all we need to know. Right now, Redacious with a stock lead. And slowly moving the TNT over.
So he was hitting the TNT over to where Steve was to force the Steve out of the corner to come fight him. And then he just lost the interaction, but it was still the correct thing to do.
Ned needs to get this KO around now in order to good angle. Okay.
That basically turns Charizard Steve into 50-50s across the board when he has any advantage state.
Bye.
He's dead. Like, will he go for up B or will he go for up smash?
Redacious just went all the way down. He did not care.
Yeah, it was last stock.
Yeah. I think he just held the shield the entire time down.
To make sure he didn't get hit by fly.
True. All right, so now we're going. That was just regular battlefield, right? I think no, it was probably Smashville. Or wow, small battlefield. It's late. Pokemon Trainer. But I know that a lot of Steve say that Ivysaur is is the best option out of all the Pokemon of these Pokemon for this matchup. Obviously, big hitboxes and put like a little bit of zoning.
Yeah, don't be Squirtle against Steve early. It's not worth it. It's more fun, but it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Up throw, up air. Went for the nair. He's really just going for these nairs.
I mean, it's such a good option. It's, you know, because one of the, I can't remember what I used to call it, but I had a nair tier list where it's just a list of different animation types. And it's just like a big rapid spin that, you know, Palutena has, Pit has, Piranha Plant kind of has. But Ivysaur is probably the best. It's like Ivysaur or Palutena's.
Wow, Ned getting all the hitboxes. He had some really good drift. He just hit the taunt? Did Ned just taunt?
I think he did.
Has Ned ever taunted?
No, because I've never seen him do it with Sephiroth either. He's feeling it. He's feeling it tonight.
This song is such a banger.
I know, it's so great. Oof. Good DI from Redacious. That almost got him.
This is like probably top 3 favorite songs in the game for me personally.
Ooh,
Oh, the block saved him, I think.
I think so too.
Steve has betrayed himself.
Okay, Ned's definitely, you're right. I do think Ned's experimenting with going off stage as deep as possible.
It is working.
He wasn't able to craft in time. Ned was just relentlessly blowing up the crafting table.
You gotta, so the crafting table is important for fighting against Steve because you gotta know like when it's relevant to hit the crafting table. It's not just about hitting it, but like there are times where it is way more important to hit it.
Yeah, but also like, you know, the important thing, especially at the beginning of the stock, you want to get rid of that if possible because that means he has to burn materials right away. I thought Ned was going to go for something real deep.
He had been, and I think he figured out like that is where he has to switch to Zard.
Yeah.
And he died immediately upon switching to Zard. I'm anticipating an Ivy switch pretty fast.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
I forget. You know, I played Pokemon Trainer in Brawl. When you switch, does Staling reset?
Yes.
Or is it like it's like per Pokemon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
That's how it was in
Chat,
the...
correct me. Chat, correct me or confirm, please. Does Staling reset on Switch? For the love of God, I'm pretty sure it's yes.
It does. The chat says no, it does not.
It does not. Okay.
Okay. It's one of those weird ones.
Thank God for chat.
Yeah, right. Oh, it goes across all Pokemon. So it's if you switch, then the next character just gets what you already have stale. That makes sense.
Oh, he rolled, and is Rhodacious going to steal this game back? We're at that point.
I don't know. He's got that. Oh God.
Yep,
oh,
there it is.
Yep. And Ned was DIing out too. We're holding out, but I think he would have been dead anyway. No.
Diamond F smash at 50 at Legia. Yeah. They forgot to test Diamond F smash.
Yeah. No. I've talked. You know, because I've done balancing work for Brawl Minus, and I did it with Smash Flash, and so I always try to kind of like figure out like what I would do with these kind of situations. And honestly, Steve is pretty good. It's like what you said earlier, where I think up tilt into shenanigans was a little bit too much. And what was the other one you said? Oh, jab. The jab into imagination.
You shouldn't be able to walk and jab.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
But then also, are they testing buttons? Okay. Okay. But also, yeah, like you said, it's really the Diamond pickaxe knockback is what I would say is a bigger problem for Diamond. Because that actually makes it so Steve, the damage makes it so Steve can't combo certain things, which is good. But the knockback, the kill knockback is crazy.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people generally, when they point at like, oh, what would you change about Steve? Well, I mean, it's partially irrelevant conversation because unless they release Smash Deluxe and have a patch with it, then it's not changing. But I think a lot of people's thought process is usually with Minecart.
Oh, I would. It would be the recovery of the up B too.
Yeah, that thing is crazy.
On box especially. box is ridiculous. Oh, good get up attack from Ned. Using that iframe. It's technically a regular get up attack.
He's shaking his head too. He knows that like he got beat on Flare Blitz, but he'll take it.
You should be able to make that. That's fine.
You can get back, but you'll die. Steve has coverage off stage. Quite a lot too.
He's building. Oh, that was another.
He builds the buildings. He builds the people who live in the buildings. He just builds.
Good, Nair. Get out of that potential setup.
Now we're getting
definitely
Kirby music
over Ivysaur.
Yes, you got quite the soundtrack here.
All right, thank you.
Love that.
Very lucky when we don't have Pokemon Stadium every single match. Oh.
That makes me mad. I can't explain why, but it made me mad.
Oh, Ned is going crazy.
Yeah, Ned took it right back. You're gonna hit me with that lingering up smash for 4,000 frames. You're gonna eat an entire stock for it from like 50. Dash attack. Look what it led into. Holy hell. Bruh.
Ned's ready. Ned's ready.
Holy hell, dude. What? Ivysaur dash attack, an A+ caliber move. Led into all of that.
He went as high as possible. he was like, I don't care if you're going to anvil me. You're dead. Pokemon Trainer. My old character. Back when there was stamina and elemental weaknesses.
Hey, you and me both, man. I played a good character, kinda, until it was the worst in the game.
Oh, Midnight?
No.
I'm talking
Squirtle
about
into Ivysaur.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, yeah, true. Literally the worst character in the game.
A good character into the worst character in the game.
And then everyone was like, what about Ganondorf? Like, you don't understand.
I mean, Ganon's,
you weren't there.
Ganon's bad, but...
Ivysaur could get ledge-hogged after he grabbed ledge with tether.
Do you understand what frame 36 recovery means for your character?
Literally the worst down smash in the game. You use it
in
to
any
say
game.
You use it. The only reason you use it is to say, hey, what's your character name? Oh, Ivysaur. But anyway, we are back on this stage. We got another Kirby song going, and Ned going deep off stage. You know, he's probably fine with that.
Yeah, he's just figuring out, like I said, what's capable. I think he's got it now. Like, he's got a feel for it.
Yeah. He knows about how deep he can go. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Short up fastfall fair in place. Good option. You'll take the 10 damage for a stock trade in every situation.
Oh, for sure.
Ever. It gets out of there as Ivy. Doesn't try to force anything.
Yeah, and you know, as we've noticed, there's really no reason to. It's like kill time for Charizard or recovery time for Charizard, and that's Squirtle is just non-existent.
Yeah, Squirtle in this matchup is not great. Steve can jab out of, or whatever, aerial jab, whatever that is, forward air, I guess?
Yeah.
Or neutral
No,
air?
it's just an air, yeah.
Yeah, out of a lot of Squirtle combos. And then you wind up getting body bagged for trying to get your 30 damage. Squirtle's never worth it in this matchup, almost.
Yeah, because you're not really going to get the fun tech chase options either that Squirtle likes to go after, you know, for the down smash.
You can still get them, but, like, it's
Is
not
it worth going for after against Steve, though? That's my point.
Yeah, it's not worth being on Squirtle to probably die all of the time.
Oh.
What the hell?
I don't know what that was. Was it a...
Well, he rolled into it again. Here we go. The same as last game.
Redacious up a stock again.
Dead refuses to pull the trigger on some of these grabs when Redacious runs up and shields, but being patient has generally paid off, so what do I know?
Oh, good get-up attack.
Steve get-up attack has also got good range. Why?
He needs
when they made the character, when were they like, here's a weakness? Did they forget that part?
His weakness is he needs materials.
Yeah. He starts with some of the best ones.
That's true. The starting with is the funny part. All right.
All right. Maybe Ned can do something absolutely insane.
Nope.
He can get run over, and we can watch some more Steve.
All right, we got a bracket reset.
All right, well, this is now Redacious' chance to get me in his corner. If he takes the 1-0 lead, you know the rules.
Yep,
the TO rules.
That's the rules. We have 2 TOs here. And, of course, for anyone who does not know, we want to end it as fast as possible. Which hasn't happened because that was Game 5. A lot of Game 5s in the top 8.
Yeah, don't say that. I don't like that.
Alright, so we got Redacious. Go.
51.
Big damage. And you know Redacious looking for that Rhodacious.
Oh, absolutely. This would be a big one. I already took a set off net. He has that in the back pocket. Red's having like a top 5 season. What a switch.
Yeah, that's very, very smart. Exact, like, it's like throwing out the Olimar whistle.
Yeah, that's how you use a Pokemon switch. But those blocks the Red put out there to just cause
it's like a
chaos.
minefield.
Okay, so when I play Steve, I just throw blocks everywhere as much as I can to try to cause as much chaos as possible to mess with opponent combos. He did it there with intent once. How he knows why he knows his character. What is happening?
That was up smash, clanking with down smash, and then the block going away.
And then Mithra's foresight, apparently, for a second.
That's what Steve needs is Mithra's foresight. Oh, goodbye. Also, that was a joke. And Rhodacious DIing that very well, getting away from the potential up air. Goodbye.
Ned just kind of going for stuff. That's how you know he's a little frustrated.
Yeah. I doubt he's going to want to switch, to Sephiroth that he's well known for. He just wants to stick it out.
I mean, it's what locals are for.
Yeah.
Figure stuff out if you're going to be competing at like majors and stuff.
Oh, that was supposed to be a forward air, I think.
He couldn't get off the ledge.
Yeah.
That was the smash buffer system. He was just kind of stuck there.
I mean, it is also 11 past midnight.
Ned streams till like 4 a.m.
I know.
This is prime time for him.
I'll probably go home and just stream more.
That's my goat right there.
The real grind.
You know, I think about it every Wednesday night when I go home.
That when we go home and it says Ned PT is live.
No, that I will go stream.
Oh,
something else after working 2 jobs. I love streaming. I don't do it, but I think about it a lot. Ned, you gonna try to bring it back, maybe?
Oh, good recovery from Redacious getting out of there. All right.
That beats the get-up attack on Ivy.
Luckily, it looks like Tethers just goes straight through. At least Ivy does. Good tech.
That block that was on the ground was funny because it actually put Ivy exactly where Ivy needs to sit and stay and stand to up B, hit the platform with the sweet spot. So Ned got to go for it twice for a second there, courtesy of a Steve assist. Back they're not going to do it. Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan was there with the fire breath. Electric gonna knock him onto the platform.
Redacious up 1-0.
You know what that means?
Let's go Redacious.
All right, going to game 2. Red looking at stages.
I'm sorry, Enderman.
All right. Not a lot to say. Gotta wait for the game to start.
We got some more King of Fighters music going too.
And unable to convert the down throw up air. Missing a couple B&Bs. Sometimes fatigue sets in. Up throw.
No, we tried to go for that double jump up air again.
Yeah, up throw, up air, up air. There are percents on small battlefields where that's just true and will kill.
Yeah.
But you have to be like right percent, right spot in the stage, whatever, for that to happen. He was Steve was a couple percent too high for it to work that time.
Ah, gotcha. Now Redacious got to land. He did it.
Ned keeps going for the F smash there, but like the other direction. Redacious is teching in on every one of those dare situations.
I mean, I assume the forward smash is to try to eat out Minecraft, minecart. Seems like a really good move to like just hit through, because you can angle it up. Yeah, almost living. Not quite though.
No, not exactly. Ned's sticking on Squirtle. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Oh, here we go. We got that little bit of damage. Okay, okay. Back air.
Back throw. All right, so this is one of those situations where, like, desperately, I feel like, for the momentum's sake, that needs a stock, which he is going to get here to try to bring back the set. Like, you can kind of see the frustration starting to set in before that, but now he's looking okay. Starting to get the combos in. And this is one of the, it's a funny situation, too, because Redacious is one to get upset on bad interactions for him. He wants to win. He's the first to tell you that. Oh, he rolled away from the minecart. So both these players are going to get frustrated for different reasons. Red wants to win. Ned wants to not lose to Steve. As he hits the falling backwards nair into the up B. Just insane control over the Ivysaur. Because the way that nair works is that when the last hit hits you, you fly in the direction you're facing. Kind of like Rob up air.
Right.
So you have to control your drift all the way through without fast falling. You have to rein it in. That's very difficult to do consistently. All right, game 3.
All right. Let's go.
All right, back to Battlefield. It's interesting that the stageless winds up like this.
Yeah,
It's all Battlefield and small Battlefield, but it makes sense.
Yeah, 'cause I know that Ned does tend to like Pokemon Stadium 2. Which, I mean, small Battlefield is close.
It's better
Yeah.
in almost every conceivable way.
And it's better music.
Yeah, in every conceivable way, then.
Ned playing very patiently. Kind of bobbing and weaving. Always threatening the back air.
Yeah, Red's doing a really good job of actually controlling airspace, which is not what you'd anticipate in Ivysaur versus Steve. So, like, he's definitely figured out the options Steve does have in terms of, like, Ivy counterplay. It's just a matter of, like, and from Rhodacious's angle, like, can you convert off of the smaller interactions where you're up for maximum damage?
Yeah.
He's been getting a lot of no-impact lands really well in his favor at low percents. But he hasn't hit a lot of, like, good call-outs at, like, mid-percents, I feel, is, like, what's missing. And it's allowed Ned to hang around in some of the matchups where he was behind and, you know, come back and get wins.
It really did. Oh, that's going to be a dash. Oh, okay.
He went for it.
Yep.
Sometimes you just got to pull the trigger. But that time, it did not work out in your favor.
I was thinking maybe he was trying to go through shield. Because he kind of hit the upper angle of it.
So, yeah, so you can get the shield hook sometimes. Fast fall, back air with Zard. That'll get quick stock.
And immediately get out of Squirtle. Oh. Oh, probably dead. That's probably dead,
absolutely dead.
Caught the double jump. And now even Charizard can come back from that.
Is he doing it again? All right, that time he just Zard up beast through the fair.
Doesn't want to risk anything.
He gets a pair of back airs.
Got quite a few back airs now.
Yeah, we're just adding up the bears.
It's pretty stale now, though.
Ned goes to try to call out the jump. Redacious just kind of sits there and waits. Waits it out. Smart play. Smart non-play play.
All right, still living.
Oh, yeah, that's going to do it.
Match, yeah.
When you got the stock to give, absolutely throw it out.
I mean, from what I've seen from basically every Steve player, once you get to, you know, once you have Diamond and the other person has one stock, just throw it out. It's the Jake smash, if I remember correctly, is what people call it.
All right, we are going to game 4. Redacious 1 stock away from getting the reset and win through losers on Grands. It is now, the ball is now in Ned's court. Back to the wall. He got to win 2. Is he staying PT?
Alright, he's sticking with Pokemon Trainer. Which I'm not surprised about. I don't know why he would switch to, I mean, he's a Cloud, but he definitely, like we've been talking about, he definitely is trying to grind out something about this matchup.
I mean, it is objectively conventional wisdom right now the best option.
Yes. Probably at least like volatile because, you know, obviously Cloud does extremely well in the matchup, but also he can just die at like 30 because he just gets gimped off stage.
Yeah, I think Cloud Steve is even. I've always thought that. I never understood it. I understood the Sephiroth argument a little more, but
it's basically just how strong back air is.
It's more just like the range that you have. Like the more I see people fight Steve, the more I realize the thing that every character that beats Steve has in common is you have a move with range that can go through blocks.
It's going through blocks, or the most, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is the most important thing is being able to stay out of his grab range. like really reliably.
Well, that is,
obviously blocks is about the same distance too.
but the theory of Ivysaur being good against Steve is like you can fare through all of the dirt blocks and they just go away, right? Like, and you can combo Steve really well without like putting yourself in imminent danger. Like your combo game can't get interjected by like a Nair or like an Anvil or a minecart out of nowhere.
Yes.
So Ivy is reasonably the best. And people thought Sep originally was just like, I have big long sword, I win. And then people remember Shulk was a character. It's like, oh, he has big long sword.
Yeah.
But like better specifically for like frame data and for the damage that like would do to blocks and like getting rid of things. It just happened to be the slight difference. Makes Shulk a much harder matchup for Steve than probably Sephiroth is.
Yeah,
probably.
the problem that's one of those things where it's on paper probably is, but Shulk is so hard to play at like max level. I mean,
it's not even a max level thing. It is genuinely just a tough matchup for Steve in general. Like Fair goes through everything. It breaks minecart.
So that makes sense. Nair also very good just coverage.
Yeah, Steve is. I'm sorry, Shulk is hard to play. That is true.
Yeah.
All right, that missing that up air that would have killed on platform. The next one not going to kill because he was just below platform.
One of his tools about to break.
How do you know?
He does that little tap sound.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure. Someone in the chat tell me I'm wrong. That's what I've always assumed. That's what the sound was.
All
Like
right,
something's
168.
breaking.
Down throw can kill now. He's got options.
Oh.
Feral kill. Just
All
whap
right.
him in the face. He's got the stock lead. All right. Steve, Redacious, opting for the crafting table. He eats the up air for it, but then, fortunately for him, Ned didn't really capitalize after the up air. Like, he hit the up air, and then he just didn't lose neutral.
Still living barely. I agree with that recovery. Dead.
All right, last stock now.
Potential stock of champions. We're back to Ivy.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be on Ivy here. Gets the grab, up air, up air. Goes for the third up, goes for the third up air as opposed to the up B. Interesting choice. It depends where you think Steve will wind up, because the second up air can keep the combo going, but the up B isn't guaranteed. He's off stage. He had to switch back to Zard. The jab and the down tilt. Catches the jump, goes for the flare blitz. Redacious has to air dodge or back to neutral.
Switch back, yep.
Yeah, he gets the little bit of damage from the Squirtle. Let's see if it makes a difference. Oh, he jumped into the F smash?
Living, okay. I don't know if Redacious planned that or what.
Hey, he definitely planned it. He was jump call out with the diamond smash. But now Ned new life. He's opting for Zard Bear. Can he get something?
It's a sword on a big character.
Is Redacious going for some tricks here?
Oh, that's it.
Backs off, hits the diamond F smash, and that will do it. Redacious with the 3-1 victory. And he takes down Ignition number 306. Is that his second or third this season?
I think that's his
I know he has.
third. It's definitely third because he had. Oh, we got the stare. Because we got the. Oh, I gotta do this real quick.
Now that's a huge win
There
for
we
Red.
go.
He has multiple Ignitions now under his belt. Gets the 2x PGR win and cements himself very likely in top 5 this season, I think, with this one. 3 Ignite wins, Paraned wins, just things that other people aren't going to have. That's a big statement.
That's a big Rhodacious.
That is a galactic level Rhodacious. So that will do it. Redacious kind of in disbelief. All right, and that is going to do it for us. Not a whole lot to pitch. I will be at Polar Pummel this weekend, so I don't have a slide prepared that I'm aware of. But go to Polar Pummel. Go sign up. They've got some pretty big pot bonuses. It is now a one-day event, so you can go just on the Saturday. It's just a couple hours south of Illinois. There will be a collegiate crew battle on Sunday if you just want something to do for the weekend. So lots to see. I will be there. Sturm and I will be there commentating. Should be a great time. Other than that, for Xylus on production, I am Pac Diesel, and we will see you same time, same place next week.